Hi, I'm Lady Charmaine, and my guests today are the newest cast members of Lifetime's hit reality show, Preacher's Daughters. And they're here today to talk about the second season and what we can expect to see from them. I want you to help me welcome Pastor Kenneth and his daughter, Tori Elliott, to the show. How you doing, and welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I want to say congratulations for being the newest cast members on Preacher's Daughters. What has that experience been like for you so far?
It's been very, very positive. I'm very grateful for the network for allowing my family to share our journey and our story, and it's been a great experience for me, myself. What about you, Dad?
Well, it's been a transforming experience to be able to see yourself in a real situation. Sometimes we can't see it until we actually see it.
So when you say you can't see it until you actually see it, with you watching yourself back, where you can actually see what you're going through, is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Because I believe that a lot of times we find ourselves in denials of situations in our lives, or it's less than what we really think it is, and it's so surreal that it is deeper than what we really feel about it. So it's almost like being in a denial stage.
Until you actually see, I am going through that. So how did you get cast on the show?
I actually was watching like an episode from last season, and I felt like I really couldn't relate because the girls were so much younger than and I felt like I could be able to reach such a broader span of young adults to teenagers. And so a casting producer wrote me, and she basically said that she'd like to hear my story, and so I shared it with her, and then we got booked ever since then.
Wow. Now, Tori, you said on the show that you were once a police officer. How are you a police officer at such a young age?
Oh, I was a police officer when I was 21, and I was on the force for a year. So, in Louisiana, you could be a police officer by the time you're 21, because you have to have a gun and everything.
Well, so you were very young, and you said you were did you say you were too emotional? That's why they had to let you go?
Yes, definitely. Like if victims would come in and their children be shot or something, I'd give them a hug, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't do that. You have a gun on you." I'm like, "No, they need a hug. I need to hug them. Their child just got shot." So it was like a lot of myself wanting to help more, in the sense of I had to remember my role as a police officer, and there were certain things just for safety that I couldn't do.
Well, at least you kind of know yourself now. Pastor Elliott, this question is for you. Why are you so hard on Tori? And she's 21 years old. She's basically an adult. Why are you so hard on her concerning like the house rules, and she's 21?
Well, basically, I believe that we continue to grow even from 21 on, and we are responsible for things that we do, we say, our actions, and so forth. So I have a real high standards and principles of life, but that does not mean that I don't fall short. So I have the same expectation from, my daughters or any young people that I deal with on a daily basis, that set your bar real high in the standards of life, and you'll find yourself achieving and feeling good about yourself.
That's good. Now, how did it feel, you watching the show back and watching some of your daughter's decisions and knowing that you taught her better?
Well, if I seen the kind of action that I have seen before I saw it on the show, and if I had actually seen that, it will probably be a different script.
Because, okay, now this is for you, Tori.
As a parent, yes.
Now, Tori.
Yes.
Now, are you still drinking and partying like what we saw on the show, or did you kind of stop that? Or are you still kind of indulging?
Wait for season 3. I can't tell you.
Oh, I gotta wait for a whole nother season. Really? Oh, that's so wrong. Okay, well that's
I
now.
gotta keep the viewers watching.
Now you made a comment on the show in front of your mom, which I thought was interesting. And Pastor Elliott, I want to know what was your reaction to her statement when she said last week the best way to get over somebody is to get on top of somebody else. What was your reaction, Dad?
I was shocked, numb, floored. I was like, I know my daughter, she's going to speak out and speak real. But that got a little deeper, but that shows a sign of her maturity, of growing up, and just being open and being who she is.
Now, Pastor Elliott, do you feel that some of Tori's ways are rubbing off on your other daughter, Courtney?
Heck no.
No. They're like day and night.
Night and day, yes.
Yes. They're total opposite. Courtney, she's not a follower, and I praise God for that. She's quiet, but she's strong.
Okay. Now, Tori, you seem to laugh a lot when the cameras are around. Are you kind of nervous when the cameras are around, or kind of uncomfortable? Because it seems like when they show you laugh. Are you just a smiley kind of person?
I am like the goofiest, silliest person like you will ever meet, and it's so funny because they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that." And I'm like, "I can't believe I said that because I forgot the cameras were even there. Like I was just being myself. Like the cameras weren't intrusive at all. I was just living life day to day. Like what you see is how I really am. Like I'm really silly, and that's like one of my defense mechanisms. Like even in serious like conversations you'll see, I'll try to deflect it by saying a joke or something because I don't like to get serious or really into things because that brings up other emotions. I don't like to be sad, so I try to make everybody laugh or joke or have fun.
Now, how do you get comfortable with the cameras being around? Do they follow you for like a week just so you can get comfortable before you start taping, or do they just come in and just start taping immediately and you just have to be comfortable?
You just have to be comfortable. They just come in, but they're like really kind. Like the cameramen, they're not like rude or intrusive. They're like, and even if on one of the scenes you'll see, we had like a breakdown. They're acting like, "Are you okay?" Like they're people. It's not just cameras. Like there's people behind the cameras, and they're like so kind. So it wasn't a thing of being comfortable or uncomfortable. It was like they're part of your family.
Yeah,
like, welcome to the Elliott family. We're all a big family now.
You know, I've heard that before. It's like the camera people do become part of your family. They eat together. They do all kind of stuff together. So I guess that's why it makes it so easy when the cameras are there. It's like, oh, that's just Jim. But Jim is taping them. Okay. Now, Pastor Elliott and also Tori, I want both of you to answer this question. Pastor Elliott, you first. What do you want the audience to take away from your story?
Well, I believe what I want from the story is no matter how bad a situation is or you're going through, that love is so much more powerful than any bad situation we deal with.
Very good. And Tori, you?
I just want all the young people and everybody to know that, like, no matter what you've done and no matter how hard it seems, like, if you could just hold on to tomorrow, like, it does get better. And, like, I know sometimes it may seem like just ending your life or just drinking or other outlets is best for you, but love and God and family, like, at the end of the day, is going to help you get through your tough time.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And
nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too. And I just want to remind the audience to be sure to tune into The Preacher's Daughters tonight on Lifetime at 9/8 Central. Make sure you check out Tori, the Elliots. We also have the Colemans that are going to be on the show as well. It is so great just to watch, you know, real families and what you go through. Like my audience know, my husband and I, we pastor the church, and also we have daughters. So it's good to know that there's other people that are, you know, going through situations. People think sometimes because you're a Christian and you're a pastor that you don't go through anything. We do. We go through a lot of stuff. We can relate to everybody else. People think we just have halos. No, we go through real family situations. And you may go through, but it's how you go through and how you come out of it. That's the thing people need to know and understand. And again, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I look forward to having you back for the third season, Tori, because we need to talk about this drinking and partying, girl.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much.
You have my number. Looking forward to it.
Okay.